Good morning, everybody, and welcome to Option Pit. I don't know if it's Rush, but I'll tell you what. I think it's a Canadian band that sounds better than Rush. Welcome, everybody, to Option Pit, your home for options trading and education. I am Andrew Giovinazzi, the Chief Operating Officer of OptionPit.com. Welcoming you on this short and Good Friday week. It is Holy Week for all those that are interested in such things. Nice blog by Mark. I think there's a decent shot at a nice up week following the mess this week. Yellen again, being nice picture of her. When basically just listening to her talk and watching vol crumble. We looked at some short vol positions in here last week. And the idea is, what options are trying to anticipate. So, we had basically kind of on Friday sort of that 1% move, and then vol just sort of leaked out. Okay. Now we're getting kind of the dovish tone to the market. Stocks are flying. And that's kind of what the purpose of Mark's blog was. What I think we do have, though, is, I'm starting to look at this May future. I think we could have some interesting trades there. We have a lot of premium. We have earnings coming out. I think it might be worth looking at trades in there, maybe selling some upside call spreads, buying some puts in the SPY, something along those lines. As far as the treasuries, kind of hanging out. Oil, kind of hanging out. These are products that have been moving all over the place. And right now, there's not a lot of impetus. I think the Iran deal sets something up for oil potentially. I'd like to look at that. Mostly because, if you're looking at it, I'm just going to look at USO here for right now. You got if they sign a deal, I think we should start looking at the timeline of are they going to sign a deal? Who knows? It's doubtful, whatever. But certainly for near-term oil, it could deliver some shocks there. I think we should also look at maybe looking at the volatility in the treasuries. Now all of a sudden we're kind of in this area where if they're painting the interest rate picture, we have a 1% up move now on repainting the interest rate picture. We've kind of set up on our strategy letter for something like this. So today for us actually will be a day to probably unwind several positions, but I would also like to set up for basically whatever our next volatility leg is going to be. And I think that's what we're looking at. We still have pretty expensive future premium relative. We have a shorter VIX cycle here in April, I believe. Our April expiration, this Tuesday is the 2nd, and then after this Tuesday, we're only going to have, 6 or 7 days, so we're only about 10 days away, give or take. We'll see if there's anything. I don't know if there's a whole lot interesting in the way of April right now. I think the May, though, is starting to become very interesting, especially with the big slew of earnings coming out and things like that. So, as far as getting in the way of the market, when you start hearing all this dovish stuff out of Fed, I don't want to get in the way of it on the upside. And at the same time, we're starting to see volatility broke to 14 really fast from 16 in VIX. And we'll see how low it can go. Remember, once we get around that 12.5, I'm starting to become a buyer of vol again. It's just, I think that is a level that is going to be very hard to see or sustain. But we could see it by the end of next week, right? We have a non-farm payroll number coming out. And that, if anything, might give us a little boost in vol. Other than that, I just stay out of the way of the upside for the most part, and I will see the rest of you today in our chat. All right, everybody, have a good day. Bye-bye.